I'm going to talk about one of the important aspects where everyone need to learn, where we are lacking in basics during diagnostic radiography. So that's what I'm going to concentrate today. So, all of you, radiation safety refers is the definition of the radiation safety. Safety issues related to radiation hazards from arising from the handling of radioactive materials and exposure of X-rays. So you know that all of you, it can cause short or long-term radiation sickness by damaging organs or tissues. So all of you very well know about it. That's the reason ARB strictly monitoring on maybe in a different perspective towards installation, manufacturing, and working during a working of that by the technologist or any other. So it will make ensure that the using of the ionization radiation or any nuclear energy in India does not cause undue risk. That's a main aim of the ARB. Might be to worker, public, or patient. So where it is made a three important thing. One is justification, another one is optimization, and dose limitation. So in the sense justification, it is just make sure that is it needed or not needed. That's maybe it is not a part of the technologist, but it is definitely a part of the consultant one who refers to the radiography into the department of radiology, maybe any other modality. Then optimization by Alaras main aim, where we need to think about it, how can we optimize by that with the dose limitation. We has to think about how, if it is justification says that needed, the risk is low, benefit is more in case. Then our aim, the technologist aim is to see that and a maximum intention is to reduce the radiation dose to the patient. Definitely patient has to undergo CT or maybe mammography, maybe fluoroscopic procedure or the interventional radiology. There, our role is to how we can reduce the radiation dose to the patient. Sometime I seen that I traveled all over India and most of the places were always neglected, thinking about one radiography, one chest X-ray, nothing will happen. It's not a big deal. It's not a big exposure. Yeah, I agree. But if that small exposure includes many, then the radiation dose, because nowadays you can see even in our institution itself only we have a biodosimetry, one of the fourth biodosimetry installed in India, where we are doing a lot of study on that. When I see that the where we were thinking that no, this will not affect, this is not a problem, there we are finding that biological damage in the other DNA structure. So what are the different modalities? I think I no need to go for just for the to recover. I mean to just to bring it that we have this a different kind of modalities includes in the diagnostic radiology. Maybe now the dental, maybe BMD or any dental IOPD, this thing different might be separated from the radiology department from the medical college, but the work in the dental or anywhere that done by the technologist, one who studied radiological imaging. So before I go, what are the dose limits? We always should be keep it in our mind. The whole body, if it is for the occupational exposure, the occupational exposure is who? It's me. We. We are all one who works as in the technologist, technical in a radiology field. Now, who is the public exposure? Maybe the person, the patient, they're all the public exposure. So if in a whole body for the occupational exposure, it should not be more than 20 millisievert. If it is for the lens, it should not be a 150 millisievert in a year. If it is skin, you can see it. The extremities, there where all has a dose limits. Why I showed you that dose limits, occupational dose limits. See this patient dose and occupational dose. One of the published article, one of the recent published article, you can see patients were receiving dose in a chart where occupational person is received by the procedure. The occupational in the sense, as I already mentioned, we are the occupational person, the patient. Sometime we has to think that even radiation protection to the patient is one of the important factor, as well as protecting ourselves also is one of the important issue. You can see here itself only the patient and occupational by the technologist how radiation doses varies. Here, as the chart says that technologists receive more radiation dose than the patient. So that time you have to think about it, right? So now mainly in radiation when it comes, what are the different? One is leakage. Maybe another one is useful, which is originating from the X-ray tube. Wherein leakage nowadays definitely very minimal exposure. I can say that nil sometime because we have now such a manufacturing products in India where leakage radiation is completely less in within a feet, within a 1 feet. So useful beam it is definitely needed when it's penetrate to the patient. Will erase the scattered radiation, right? So scattered radiation is one of the harm because it's a low energy. Due to that, our body will absorb, right? So the penetration is the energy is less. It will absorb by our body, and it cause more biological damage to the person, right? So similarly, what we can segregate radiation safety into two: occupational safety and built-in safety. That is by the design by the manufacturer. As I already mentioned, it's like properly planned nowadays in India. Layout, all those things is taken care by the ARB. You can see it. Where in occupational safety, we need to think about it about time, distance, and shielding. And similarly, the proper work practice. That's the most important. If you have the proper work practice, there itself only time distance shielding will apply. So just this is before I go to my practical exposure, I'll show some videos which is taken in our department how you can adapt because when I spoke to Neeraj, so he mentioned that most of the audience is students, so that's the reason I concentrated with the practical exposure how you can avoid radiation than the required. So when it comes to the distance from the table, you can see when layout they are making layout, you can adapt. If it is 1.5 meter distance is there from the origin of the radiation, bricks should be at 23 centimeter. If it is the distance is, you can reduce the thickness of the wall. The similarly, material also can be equivalent material also can be used. Instead of using 23 centimeter of the bricks, you can use 0.17 centimeter a lead material to that which is passing out from the room. So you can adopt. So consultant need to think the person when refers to the has to be done. Is it that radiography is already done before? Do I need it now? Read it now? Is it the best examination? Or this examination will explain clinical problem that has to be there? Because sometimes if it is that diagnosis can be short-outed with the chest X-ray. Example one chest X-ray. You can see in this one I kept an example. So this is approximately I'm talking about it. 500 X-rays of the chest is equal to one CT chest. You just imagine. If it is able to problem short it out in radiography, then you no need to go for the just CT. And similarly, nowadays we have alternative methods. In ultrasound, MRI is becoming so popular and it gives an accurate image in nowadays. So you can instead of going for the any CT or anything, that patient can undergo ultrasound or MRI. Then after that, we have planned all this, needed CT, needed MRI or fluoroscopic procedures or something that, then I'm a technologist. So all preparation of tomorrow's can be done by the nurse, right? I just added for the funny. You can see the technologist who is sitting in a sofa with the iPad. He's watching some this thing and not bothered about tomorrow's appointed. Radiologist worried tomorrow he has 2 IVPs and 2 biopsy. Is a busy schedule, but technologist is sitting at no. This I'm not telling that is doing it everybody, but sometime technologist can adapt. I mean, fully he can concentrate on the particularly work. So I'll show you one video now. See now when this is just an example. When the patient comes to department, we ask the patient to, we'll receive it in the reception area, and we requested the patient to sit in at the waiting lawn. Then will give, usually in our institute, give a token number to that. You can see that number 9 is the token number which is showing there, right? Will patient, and when his patient comes to, we have to make a comfortable. That's one of the important thing. I think that most of the time that these are the basic things were never followed, because this kind of attitude, comfortable, he will avoid unnecessary repeat radiography in after taking it, because this is also one kind of safety. Then after that, you call the patient, and if it is needed to be change the dress, you will ask the patient to change the dress, right? Then after that, you will call the patient, right? You will make a comfort. See this, the technologist holding up the patient, and when patient is lying down, because when the patient comes to any radiography, the patient has some disease or some trauma or some histories. So you always make comfortable patient when lying down, talk to them, have good communication. This kind of attitude will definitely will avoid unnecessary radiation exposure. Now if patient is lying down, you will have an interaction with the patient and make a positioning of the patient. This is an example of lumbar radiography. See now, before you making a lumbar radiography, any radiography, you should have very well knowledge in landmarks. See this, the person is finding out the zyphisternum as well as the iliac crust. You know already. And when you take a lumbar radiography AP view, the centering ray should be at the level of iliac crest, so that the upper border of the cassette should be at the level of zyphisternum. You can make it here. The person is touching on that both the place and adjusting the exposure area, right? Then after that, he made a radio positioning. Then see, this is also one of the technique where if you give some cushion pad in under the knee area, you can see that the lumbar curvature can be avoided. The posterior part of the patient will be touched on the cassette, so that you can, after taking radiography, the orthopedician or surgeon, neurosurgeon will be so happy to see that the disc between two is well seen, right? So then you adjust the collimation. See, this is one of the important factors. When you after taking radiography, you have to adjust the collimation where you need to exposure to the lumbar. Only you restrict that, and remaining should be avoided. You can see here the collimation is adjusting and giving exposure. Now SID, everything is adjusted, collimation is adjusted. Usually in other radiography, you can see this is Bucky and tabletop level, all those things you mentioned. Then enter your patient detail. When you enter the patient detail, you enter a proper one. To avoid any misregistration, so that instead of taking example, two Anand patient is there, right? Anand A and Anand B. So when the patient comes to that, you call by token wise, even though if it is both the Anand came, you have to verify before itself only, and you have to take the radiography, so that you can avoid unnecessary radiation exposure, because both Anand definitely not having lumbar spine, right? So one Anand AB might be a chest X-ray, and the another Anand might be a lumbar radiography. So have better practice of that. Then you expose it. You can see this is when you properly collimated. You can see the beautiful image of the collimated image, right? You can adjust the contrast, as well as when you take a lumbar spine, also have better practice of collimating and giving pad under the lumbar area. Then you take exposure. Then you can print it, right? So this is how radiographic supposed to be done. Now I'll show you one more video